Hi, we're in the second week of Computer Science Principles, and we are going to continue working with Carol the dog. This week, we will be focusing on functions. Functions are a way to teach Carol new commands. And in particular, you'll be starting to use the start function this week. From this point forward, even when we do more JavaScript later on in the semester, all of your code will be contained in a function. There won't be anything outside of a function at all. And anything that isn't specifically designed to do a small task will be inside of the start function. So pay really close attention to that lesson because you'll be using that concept throughout the rest of the semester. The first lesson, Functions in Carol, we'll have a worksheet in Google Classroom that you'll be turning in along with the coding exercises in Code High School. The video attached to this lesson, Taking Notes in Code High School, shows you how to accomplish this note-taking. When I ask you to define something, I'm going to be grading those notes once per midterm. So I can go in and look at the notes that you've taken and make sure that you've accomplished those tasks. This will be kind of like a soft skill that I expect you to do throughout the semester. The second lesson is more practice with functions, and there's just 3 exercises. 2 of them are debugging exercises where you have to fix a problem. And then the third is the start function that I was just mentioning. Let's take a look at this in Code High School. I've started to add due dates, so you can see we are just working in this function section. It's not always going to be that self-contained, like when we get down into digital information, that's going to be split off into 2 weeks. But for the next few weeks, you can expect just one of these sections to be assigned per week. You can also see due dates over on the left-hand side in the student dashboard, and you can see your grades. Be paying close attention to these little icons. If you ever see something that's pink, that means that you have some work to do on that assignment. I haven't had to do that at all yet, but as we get into more advanced concepts, some of your code may need to be fixed. It doesn't mean you did something wrong, it just may be a different naming convention, or maybe it just needs to be cleaned up a little bit. I will always give you some suggestions in either your grade or the conversation. So be paying attention to your inbox, which again is up here in the top. You'll see a little dot, and then also over here on the side, you can go to conversations. Also over here on the side, you can access your notes, and the notes are actually attached to the video lessons, but then you can view your notes individually here. Really briefly, I want to mention this extra video lecture in here. That is just my lecture for Pancakes with a Start. If you want to try Pancakes with Start before you watch it, that's fine. And maybe if you have a little trouble, or you can listen to my explanation. It's meant to be done kind of along with the exercise. So if you can open it in another tab or even on your phone, that might be a better way to view this. So I'm just going to right click and open link in new tab. And then I can maybe pull this to split my screen so I can see half and half. If I go like this and split it in half, I can watch my video on this side and do my assignment on this side. Or if you're working on 2 monitors, you can pull one tab over to the other side. So functions is all we have assigned for this week. Let me know if you need any help. You guys are doing a great job so far. Don't forget to turn these in Google Classroom when you get them done in Code High School as well. That way I know it's ready to be graded. Thank you and have a great week.